As the sunlight groove, the vibe is tight. Crafting dreams in the morning light. Threads and fabric, needles and glue, creating magic, just me and you. Sunday fun day, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday fun day, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Laser beams cutting shapes so clean. Colors collide like a vivid dream. Tips and tricks pass round the crowd, creating together, hearts so proud. Sunday fun day, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday fun day, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Let the love flow. Let the love flow.
Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Miss Linda.
Hello, Miss Shaw. Hey, Sunday
Well,
fun day. Feel the heat. Hey,
how you doing over there?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, 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 good. Can't complain. How's everybody doing? Let's see. I was looking at everybody in the room. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Miss Patricia. Hey, Miss Alice. Hey, Miss Beverly. Hey, Miss Jenny. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Oh boy, Miss Linda, what's been going on?
Nothing. I've just been chilling. I did finish. I don't know, Sweet Spice, whatever the name of the thing. I finished that.
A
Um,
blanket. Oh, the
yeah,
quilt that you were working on.
yes,
Yay.
ma'am. I did finish that, and I haven't really did too much anything else after that.
Okay,
So
but you printed that book you got over there, I see, or something.
yeah, I printed a book out. Yes, I did.
Hey,
How is
Miss
everybody?
Ann. How's everybody doing?
Miss
Hey, Miss
Marissa?
Marissa.
All right. Yes. Come on.
Look, today I actually went to my first Long Armors monthly meeting. Like I've been because we had the lives, I was so focused on making sure the lives were happening, but it's only once a month and it's on Sunday. So my goal is to try to make more of the meetings because I did learn a lot. And the gentleman, him and his wife, they own the store, and he and I walked through like tension and stuff like that for my long arm. So I was really thankful for that. And then who knows, I might end up teaching a class there. He asked me about that too. So I'm excited about that. But the meeting was really good. The ladies had some beautiful quilts that they had made and they were showing and show and tell. So that was really, really good. Oh, Miss Ann, that would be so cool. Like they have it's a monthly meeting, Long Armors, like it's sponsored by the store and we get a certain percentage off and Handy Quilters coming to do some trainings and classes and things like that. So I'm really excited about that. It's at the end of June, but I'll have to see how I can work that in. But
Yeah.
it is so cool. Like, there's always something to learn. There's always something to learn. But let me tell y'all, so Miss Linda, we're gonna let everybody come on in, but you're gonna have to show everybody the finished product.
No,
But
they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that, girl.
girl, they wanna see. Hey Shay Shay, hey Lady Bear, welcome in.
Shay Shay, go ahead and have a good time. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, what she say?
She going date night fishing to start.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, girl. Well, we appreciate you popping in. Enjoy date night. Oh,
Congratulations. Hey,
oh, the team
congratulations.
won the tournament. That's so awesome too. Yay. Look, enjoy your date night. Um, let's see what else was going on. So, oh my God, guys, I went yesterday, you see this thing? I had to go learn how to use this yesterday because
What
I
is
was like, so this is for my leather. So, I'm gonna be creating some new stuff. And so it's to cut strips. And I had to go to the leather store so they could show me how to use it because look,
oh
I was over here at my table like, it ain't working, it's not working. But that wasn't it. I was using it wrong. So they showed me how to use it. Now I'm armed and dangerous with my new cutter. So this
said
is
armed and dangerous.
I know it's a cutter, girl. A cutter or a weapon. I can throw it. Boom. You know.
Yeah.
But
Boomerang.
so I was over at the leather store yesterday. So that was really cool. They showed me how to do that, and they have all this stuff on sale. Hey, Shamika,
Hey,
welcome in.
Shamika. Hey, Shamika.
So, let me tell you. So last night I
Feeling.
created a little cute masterpiece.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. That's
It's a
cute.
new bag. It's a new bag. I have it stuffed right now with paper, but I'm so proud of it. Look at that. Look at that inside, y'all. I'm so proud of my little bag.
That
It
is cute.
I edge coated it with black and everything. Like, and then I put zipper tips on it. See them zipper tips?
Yeah.
They got zipper tips. And so the inside is super cute. Hey, spilling the diversity. So this is the bag that I've been making for that late for a customer for like the last 3 months, but it is done, honey. In the
All
words of
right.
Shay Shay, it is done. So that's the inside. It has uh what's it called? A slip pocket in here. So that's the inside, and then it has another pocket over here. You can fit your phone in there and all of that.
Oh, Miss Ann say, why isn't that embroidered?
What, this leather bag?
I
Absolutely not. This it's not my bag. Not my bag. Absolutely not. Tell her this is Italian. Well, I can tell her this is Italian leather. This is Italian leather. This is what she asked for. So because it's a customer's bag, it was my first commission handbag. So hey,
that is pretty.
I'm stuffing it back because the leather needs to do its thing. Um, but yes. So I
That's
want. I really, really like it. Like.
Miss Ann. You just got here. You starting already. I told Miss Shawn. She said, if it ain't Miss Chrissy, it's you.
So yes, so I am super proud of my little
That's nice.
zipper
What's the
placket.
what's the what's the zipper plaque is?
See, oh, the
Yep,
zipper
over
is
here,
kind of
baby.
like
Over here.
it's
Over
like an
here.
iridescent blue. It's to match the inside, and then my zipper pull is like it's a little
Hello,
round
Melody.
piece,
Welcome in, Melody.
and then of
That
course
is nice.
the little zipper ends. I put those cute little zipper ends on there, and then the strap for this one is right here. So I made the strap too. They're super cute. Uh-oh. So this is the strap for the bag, and it has like these different little loops. But of course, it's leather.
That's nice.
So yes, 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 yes. So it's gonna be cute. I can't wait for her to see it completed. And so, you know, it's got
That's
it's
nice.
got all the things. And then of course, so it is made where you can actually tuck this in. So if she doesn't want these out, they can actually tuck in. And so it literally just tucks right off in there. And so it, oops, I've tucked that right on the side, but it tucks right down off in there. And so that's it. And it's like a crossbody. So this is her crossbody. And she's as tall as I am. So I think it's going to be super cute.
That is cute. That's
But
nice.
yeah, so it is done. I can call her and tell her she can get her bag now, honey. It's ready. It's ready. And I did the little circles, and it has the really cool the black rivets, and then rivets over here on the sides as well. So super cute. And if this leather though feels amazing. Now, Miss
Yeah.
Linda.
Girl, I
So,
ain't here. I ain't here. It's a robot. It's a robot.
you AI. Oh, Miss Patricia says she just finished some small clutch bags that I found while straightening up her craft room. Okay, okay.
Okay, girl. Post them in the group so
Full
we
of
can see. I
fabric.
want to see.
I know you're gonna have to
I
post a
want to
picture.
see.
You have to post a picture so we can see. Post it in the
Yeah.
Facebook group.
Yeah. I
Thank
want to
you,
see
Lady
Miss Patricia.
Bear. Miss Jennifer says she loves the length of the strap. Thank you. It's 50. I think I did a 50. I cut 52 inches. I think. Can't remember. But yes. So what about the quilt? Can we see the quilt? She said, just show it, Miss
What are
Linda.
you talking about?
The quilt.
Oh, you talking to me? Oh, I thought you were
Mm-hmm.
talking to Miss Ann or Miss Patricia.
No.
Oh, look at the Miss Ann. Just show it, Miss Linda. Oh my goodness. Don't judge me. But it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. This is all you getting from me.
Hold on, hold on. We got to change it so we can see. Ooh. That's all you showing? She
I'm
being
gonna show. I thought
funny.
you was moving the thing around.
Okay, okay. There you go. There you go.
Thanks to my supporter for the file, but it's beautiful.
That is
Came out really nice.
gorgeous.
It came out really nice. Yes, it
That
did. It
yes, it
did.
did. Look at the sides. So you didn't have the sides on there when we last saw it last Sunday.
Yeah, there wasn't no sides. I still got to clean up the threads and stuff, but yeah, she's a done deal.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I want to do another one, but yes, ma'am.
I know. Doesn't the owl is so cute. I like the loved in the
Yeah,
middle too. Show us one more
yeah.
time, Miss Linda, for the people in the back that just coming in. It's so cute though. Like that little owl is so stinking cute. I like the fox too. They're saying it's beautiful, Miss Linda. Looks
Thank you,
great. It's
thank
such a
you.
lovely job. She did a great job, y'all.
Shut up.
All that applique, that is so cute. Yes, it is.
Yeah, to drive you to drinking, but yes, ma'am.
Not
I'm gonna
drive
take a
me to
picture and put it in the group. But I want to
yes.
do another one, but I want to do the boy one this time. I want to
Okay.
do one for a boy.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, thank you all.
That is so cute. So cute.
Thank you,
So
thank
I'm
you.
gonna tell y'all. So what I'm working on today is a wallet. I tried it earlier. Look, she said, "Oh my God, Miss Linda, you did an amazing job.
Thank you, Miss Melody. Thank you,
It is beautiful." So I tried this wallet. Y'all see it?
Michelle. Come up some. Come in.
I'm trying to
Yes,
show the flaws, girl. No, I'm just playing.
girl. Bye, girl. We know it ain't no flaw over there.
So here's what happened. What had happened was this is going the wrong way. That's going the wrong way. Excuse me. Let me tell y'all what happened. So SCW, when I was cutting it,
SCW.
I cut it backwards. So I had flipped the stuff over So sometimes when you cutting, because let me show y'all. So I got this amazing fabric from Simply Classics that is adhesive on the back. Well, my special self cut it on the back. I cut it the back way. So it's the points are going the wrong way. Should have been cut from the front. Should have been cut from the front. You know what I'm saying? So I messed it up, but I cut another one out. I'm gonna make a male version because this was
Well,
just I was just playing.
Miss Shawn, you could use that piece that you messed up on
Mm-hmm.
another one and just flip them all different way.
Child, I'm gonna keep this. This one here is mine. I mean,
Miss Billings said the owl is saying, "What you talking about?" The way he is looking up to the side.
it is. It's got like attitude on the owl. I like the owl attitude. Look, Shamika said, "Shoot, I thought that was the design." No, look,
It actually is. It
but you know
actually
what?
is design.
I So one of the good
It
things,
is.
look,
The
Miss Linda
edging
said,
is
yeah.
Miss Ann. Yes, ma'am. The edging is. The binding. We're not. I can't even stand them. Them my cousins. I can't even stand them. Mm-mm. Hey, Miss Mary.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So technically it still works because I mean I could still use it. It is, even though it's going these two pockets, these two are going the same way. It still works. But let me show y'all what it's supposed to look like, and
Well,
we're
which
gonna
way
finish.
is supposed to go?
So it's supposed to look like that.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
But
Oh.
it's okay. So my next one will, and I'm making a male version of the wallet. So I'm using grays and some pretty blacks. So I got gray and black. But I'm gonna tell you
Yeah, it
this
looks good to
this
me too, Miss Jenny. It looks
this
really
stuff
good to me. I
here.
wouldn't have never known if she didn't say anything.
I know we all would see we're bad about pointing out our flaws, which is why we named this session the embroidery fail. So we can literally just talk about the problems that we've had in embroidery and sewing. Just save it for me, okay? I'll probably be the carrot that thing and put it in my thing. So yeah, well, yeah. And here's the other thing. It actually
I would
has an
have never
inside.
known.
Look, you
Yeah,
could
I would have never
so you
known.
could put your cash in here. This is like the
Understand?
perfect little bitty carrying thing. So you got four little slots for credit cards or gift cards. Now, for those of you who like doing gift cards, this is a good gift card wallet. Like you could put a gift card, make this, it takes no time. You could put a cute little gift card in here and they got a wallet to boot. And look how thin it is. Like this is a scrap buster. Like you got scraps.
Yeah.
This is
Now
a
you know
beautiful scrap buster.
Miss Jennifer will tear that up.
Yes. And so here's what I'm gonna do. So this pattern is the Madison. It's by Simply Classics. It's a free pattern. I will post in a Facebook group the link to Simply Classics her video for putting it together. So I'll put that in there. I got permission from her that we could use her stuff and that I could actually make my so she said I could make her purses on our group. So she gave me permission to do that. I like Miss Chris. She's such a nice lady and she gives you so much information. So I will definitely do this. And
That's cute.
if you want it, you could even put like a little ring hook or something on the side.
Hmm.
And it could just be like a little something, for people who don't like to carry stuff. Like Miss Patricia says, her sister would
Hmm.
love something like this because she doesn't like to carry a purse. So I will
Hmm.
put all of it. It has I'll put the link to the video, and inside of her video is the link to this pattern, which is free. So you get that. All right. So just
Yes,
for
that's
joining, just
nice.
for being in our thing, you'll get it. So yes, 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 yes. And I think you'll love it. Like it takes no time. Takes no time.
Yeah, it looks like it's easy, but I would have never known if you didn't point that out that something the directions was wrong. But I
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, super cute. And like again, like I said, it has this opening at the top here that you can put stuff in. But
What
with her, go ahead.
not? What if you put a
Hmm.
zipper on the back for a little change?
You could look,
Yep,
or
put a little
you
zipper
could
on
put
the
the,
back.
or you could put the zipper right here. You
Yeah,
could make this a little zipper
yeah,
pouch.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely make it a zipper. I mean, so it's so many things you could do with this.
Stick it right down in your member brain.
Oh, girl,
Mhm.
not in your member brain. There
Yeah,
you
put
go,
it down in there. You
there
got to
go your
carry your
word, Miss Ann, your member brain.
Boy, y'all is a mess today.
Ooh, there
Mm.
go your word, Miss Ann. There go your word. Oh, look, Miss Jenny says she wants to make some of those. Look, Miss Jenny, I'm gonna post it in our Facebook group so that way you'll have the link and the video for it because it's a free pattern. You will love it. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. And by the way, Miss Chris, I love her. She definitely gives really good information. If you are a bag maker, and I'm gonna tell y'all, she was also selling on her site. Miss Linda, this is what I was telling you the other day. She had Italian leather sample boxes for scrap boxes on her site that was like amazingly inexpensive. She said I knew she would give us a word. Yes. So I went to her site and got some of those amazing little deals out of her scrap pile. Let me tell y'all what, the scraps were not scraps. Let me just say that. It's 2 pounds, 2 pounds of Italian leather. And they're supposed to be straps. Like I said, supposed to be. Woo, beautiful pieces, which is what I'm using a piece of the Italian ostrich on this man leather wallet that I'm making. So this is an Italian ostrich here. So nice. So nice. Okay. So let's talk about issues. Oh, Miss Patricia said, I love her. She is one of the people that I began watching when I started making bags. Yes, she is awesome. She is really awesome. Um, So let's talk about mistakes we made. Miss Linda, can you remember? Let me ask you something first before you even get into the mistake you made. What is like one of the first things that you learned when you first started doing embroidery? What was like one of the first things you ever learned?
Well, I was taught about the needles and the
Mhm.
material
Mhm.
and the thread. The
Yes.
needle, the material, and the thread.
Mhm.
I could never, my mistake, I could never get the towels, is what I started with. I
Mhm.
could never get it to look right. Hey, Donzel, I could
Hey,
never
Denzel.
get it to look right until you told me about what is it called? Lord Jesus.
The topper.
No, well, not the topper, the other one that goes down first, like a background of that
Oh,
color.
oh, you're talking about the oh God, not foothold. You're talking you're
Hold on, I'll
talking
tell you what
about
it is. Knockdown stitch.
knockdown stitches.
Yes. But I have messed up a lot of towels and they went in the trash. But ever since I found out
Yes,
about, yeah,
Miss
you remember that?
Jennifer.
Hmm.
Yes, I do. Look, Miss Jennifer, trace, trace, trace. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Absolutely. Tracing is very important. Let me see. I
yeah.
brought some of my mistakes up here. Let me
I
go
throw them in the
look.
trash. I throw them
Just
in the trash.
look,
No problem.
Miss Linda is look. Let me tell y'all something. She'll be. I'm like, wait, Miss Linda, I can show you how to fix it. It's gone already, girl. It is gone.
Yeah,
You done threw it
trash.
in the trash so fast.
That's why you go to Dollar Tree, get you some stuff to play with, and you can just throw it in the trash and just chunk the dollar up as a loss.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. You said something. You said thread. You said needles.
Needle.
And what was the other one? There was three things: thread, needle.
What? Thread. I said thread, needle. Okay. You asked me the first thing. Oh God,
Well,
I forgot.
so I
First time
I
I
think
seen it.
the biggest thing though is the thread. Like one of the things I think people should realize, while buying thread
The
is
material. Hmm.
material, yes. So buying thread is really good. But let me tell you, when you buy cheap thread, that can mess up your machine more than anything else. Because with cheap thread, you could get fuzz. If you start seeing a whole lot of lint and fuzz coming off of that thread, um, it could be bad thread. It could be very cheap thread.
Hmm.
Um, because what happens is that thread gets stuck off in your machine over time, and all it's doing is causing your machine more headache. And so with that headache, it becomes dusty. And so then you got to clean all that stuff. You got to get all that stuff done. I don't even know what I did with all the stuff. Maybe I left it. Oh, I know where it is. Um,
Miss Shawn.
yes,
Hey
ma'am.
Connie, ask her to see her leather bag and Miss Linda quilt. Amazing. Lady Bear, thank you.
What's that?
They want to see your leather bag again.
Okay, I'm coming.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
I
you.
had brought some stuff over here. Um, I thought I had brought some stuff up here. And so I think one of the things, just knowing to make sure that you do get some, here's the bag. Just knowing that you do get some good stuff. And what I did was I stuffed it with paper because I want this leather to start forming. So one of the things about leather is it moves. And so as you want it to set up, like I want it to set up, I want when she starts carrying it, that it is sitting right and all of that. So it's literally forming right now. So that's what I have it doing. And I have my little bag tag. Y'all like it's metal too. I did it with one of my lasers. So it's a metal tag. Ooh, it says on the go bag. But I can't wait till the customer sees it. And then here's her thick strap. And I double I stitched it. So it looks really good. I like it. I think it and it feels amazing.
Miss Ann, touch your nose.
What Miss Ann say? Oh, she said you should do a tutorial about the quilt, honey. Uh-oh. The bag took a dive. So yes, I think so. Here's another one I have. It's ready to be sewn. I have the and
That's
this one
nice.
is like a two-tone.
That's a red carpet bag there.
I know, honey. I'm ready. I gotta stitch it up. I got it. It's being held by these strong clamps.
Oh, so
But
she's working on the Alyssa crossbody right now. I think I seen that
ooh,
one.
we
Yes,
have that one. We got that one.
yes. I seen it. I said it. Hmm.
Yes, Miss Connie. But this one, and I'm gonna make the bigger version of this too. But this is just a cute little tote for now. But I'll get it sewn up and ready to go. So that's sitting over here waiting to be. It's waiting in line. It's over there in line. So did they want to see your quilt again? You're gonna show the people the
Miss
quilt?
Ann, I'm waiting on one, but always at work. Hmm. I don't know what Miss Christie talking about. She need to touch her nose too.
Miss Ann says she want to make bags. Okay, so here's what I had brought up here. I brought up a couple of towels because Miss Linda is 100% correct. Sometimes you have to put a knockdown stitch down to see, and these are some of my oopsies. Thank
Shamika said she
you.
had Miss Shawn. I've been missing out on your work. I am in my bag and quilt making era right now. Yeah,
Yes, me too. So, okay, let's look at this.
that is cute.
And so you all may recognize this. Um, some people may, if you're in Texas, because it's a very big company in Texas. And so I do a lot of their garment things. And so on this particular one, you can't even see. It's white right here.
Hmm.
Oops, I was supposed to use a different color. It's black over here. But the reason why I'm showing this is there's a couple things. One, oops, I used the wrong backing because this is supposed to tear off. It's a towel.
Yeah.
I was supposed to use a tearaway. I used the cutaway. Oops. Oops. I'm just showing you all this because what I want you to know is in embroidery and any of the sewing things, there will be oops moments. You will have those moments
Please.
where
Hmm.
stuff just not gonna go right.
Molly, get down. I can't see the TV.
Hey
Leave Molly alone.
Molly. Hey Molly.
Molly says she trying to get to the group.
Molly say she trying to see what I'm saying. She say she trying to see what she's saying. So yes, so I want to share. So I keep some of my oops around just to share with people that this happens. Stuff happens. And the words of Forrest Gump, you know it happens. Um and so I absolutely love showing these things. Let me show you one more. So you see here where my logo is missing? Tell y'all what happened. I actually I actually started stitching through the towel. Like I had stitched on the other side, like I had stitched it together. And so I had literally stitched. See right here?
Oh, you see it right there on the top. Yeah.
The towel had folded down
Hmm.
underneath. So it was the towel had gotten back here,
Hmm.
literally. When you're in the when it's in the hoop, sometimes you clamp the whole thing down. And so guess what? Boom, I messed it up. Had to take the stitches out. And again, girl, where is the tearaway? Oh, so it's one of those things. So when you're in a business, so towels like these I keep because I make so many towels. Like it's about to be hot in Texas. I live right down from the PGA. I have a lot of people that are golfers and things like that. And so as they ask for towels and things, I have towels on hand. Like I just have those on hand because people really do love towels. And I love my towels because they're pretty super soft. And sometimes when people spend a certain dollar amount, they get one of my pretty towels with my logo on it. Hello, upsell. They might not order towels, but they'll get a towel, and then the next thing I know, I got a call. Hey, you know that towel you sent? Can I get some more of those? But the logo's not this big. It's probably just little over here because I ain't spending that much. This was gonna be for me, but in the corner. So like it's an upsell. You give, people spending three, four, $500. Give them something cute. A little
Yeah.
something. But I just wanted to. I keep this around because when new people like I have like new folks that may say, hey, will you show me something in embroidery? I hang on to these type things to show them this happens. Like I've been embroidering for years. I was the first machine embroidery person on Pinterest TV, and I still make mistakes. Hello.
Hmm. Yeah.
So don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake because it happens. But let me tell you something. Miss Jennifer was right like a few thousand little minutes ago. Trace, trace,
Trace,
trace.
trace. Hmm.
If you do nothing else
Trace.
before you
Hmm.
start your embroidery, make sure you trace it because
Hmm.
let me tell you, what you don't want to do is hit a side and mess up your shaft. And it's literally the shaft, whether it's a one needle, a multi needle, doesn't matter. Make sure that you are tracing so it does not hit that frame. It does not hit any of that stuff. So, Miss Linda, what do you think was your one of your first mistakes that you made when you started embroidering?
Thread, because it
Yeah.
was always the shavings, always the bird nest,
Mhm.
and that was the thread I believe that man gave me. That man at the brother's place gave me to try out, and it was not nice. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, my machines does not like nothing but Madeira, Floriani, and Candle.
Mhm.
If I
Yeah.
put anything else in there, I got a problem.
Yes. Well, and here's the other thing too. So, when you think about it, a lot of our machines actually come with some thread.
Hmm.
Normally, especially the ones that are coming in crates and things like that, and they have the thread already in them, and they've already started the thread for you. Most of the time, that is the thread that
That's supposed to
people
use. Hmm.
that they've tested it with, and so that's what the machine is gonna like. So when your machine, if you're just starting out with that machine and that machine is giving you all kinds of problems, you have to check those three things Miss Linda was talking about. You check your needle, you check the thread, and then from there you definitely check your bobbin and make sure that your tension
Hmm.
is good. I saw someone, Miss Jennifer said puckering. Yes, puckering happens. Puckering happens a lot. She said you have a bougie machine. Yeah, me too. I just prefer not to use nothing. I've never used candle, but for me, it is Floriani first, Madeira, and Glide. I do like Glide. And that's for my embroidery. Now I use a whole different type of thread for my quilting. I use a whole different type of thread um for sewing. So I mean, it's not a cheap thing. So I try to make sure all my stuff is using the right thing. So I'm using the right stuff. Um and this industrial behind me uses a whole different type of thread as well. So um what did Miss Ann say? I messed up a lot. I got Deborah Jones embroidery wheel. Oh yeah. I don't know that I don't think I bought her embroidery. I don't think I have that, no. Um, Miss Linda, did you ever trying to think? Uh,
Throw my machine.
no. I know you didn't do that. You probably wanted to.
Yeah, she was acting up, so I had to toss her. She landed on the bed, but I did toss her. My 4x4. Yes, ma'am. My first one.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
So now with your 4x4, what did you do with it? I
What do
mean,
you-
so what do you like? So with your 4x4, what do you like to do with it?
Well, I did my granddaughter's shirts. I did
Mhm.
towels.
Okay.
I did. Oh my God, baby hats. I did all kind of stuff. You'd be amazed at what you could do on a 4x4. Even though she 4x4, that don't mean nothing. Because if you get that 5x12 hoop, that
Mhm.
5x12 will take you a lot of places.
Okay.
How to learn and sit and learn and use that 5x12 hoop.
Yes.
Uh,
So
repositional hoop. I'm sorry, it's called a 5x12 repositioning hoop. Hmm.
yes. So the one thing like Miss Ann mentioned, so like that the embroidery wheel is literally a wheel that kind of tells you based on the fabric you're using what type of needle you need, what type of stabilizer you need. So it's kind of like a guide for perfect embroidery is what it is. And so it is a really nice. It's by Dime. I think Dime owns it now, but it literally tells you what to use when and where.
Okay, hold on. And Miss Chris came out the woods. And bags making is an entirely different thread for all those you mentioned. Um, Probably, but I use what I got.
So in some cases, yes, it is. It is when you are using. So for some bags, yes, but for other bags, no. You can actually use your polyester thread if you're making like those. Like for example, the what is those the carrying bags we were making earlier, you can still use your polyester thread, so you can use that when you're making what was those things called, like the cosmetic bags, like when we were making those cosmetic bags and things like that. Even the Mondo bag, it depends on the fabric, so your thread depends on the fabric and the machine that you're using. So for my industrial machine, it is 100% a totally different thread, but I'm also sewing leather. So with that, it's very different. Now, I can sew thin leather on this Juki right here. For example, the little wallets, I'm sewing them on Juki, and it does fine. But for my purse that I just made, the blue one, that absolutely I sewed it on the industrial machine. But you're right, there are different types of thread for all the machines, and you need to know what is the max thread that you can use for your machine. That's important too. Same with embroidery, because you don't want to put the wrong thread in there, because if you think about it, remember when we did like we were making some earrings and we were making lace. and we were using our King Star thread because King Star is a really good thread that has that does really well with metallics. And so when we were using our metallic thread on the embroidery machine to make lace, you could change your needle, but if you slow your machine down and using a 7511 works the same. Same if we were using it on our single needle. So you can do all those on a single needle as well.
Hey,
Hey,
Soyi.
Miss Oyini. So yes.
Okay.
hmm So yes, Miss Linda. The other thing, let's see. Miss Shamika says she's using Glide. Sean has it. Can you show it? Yes, ma'am. Let me show you. Which one we talking about now?
I
Are we
think
talking?
when they say Sean has it, she can show you. I think she's talking about the pinwheel.
Oh, the wheel.
She's stuff. I think that's what she's talking about.
Let me see something. Hold on. Let me go here. I can share
Smart.
screen. There we go. Can you see that?
Yes.
So that's it. This is the dime color wheel.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I thought it was just going to show it right there, but so this is the dime color wheel right here. And literally you can see, can you see this bigger screen or no?
I can see it. Anybody else
Hold
can
on.
see it?
Can you see that
I
one
can see.
screen there?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can see it.
Okay. So here, so you can pick your fabric. And once you pick your fabric, it'll tell you like the stabilizer, the needle, and any comments it might have. But yeah, so it's like a compass of all the different things that you might need, but for when it comes to that kind of thing. Now I gotta find y'all again.
We over here. Hello. Hello. We over here. We over here. We
Oh
over
no.
here.
It's like, hey. Oh no. So with that in mind, stabilizer is another thing, you know. And I'm gonna tell y'all, my favorite when I first started out, um my friend is all stitch, and all stitch will forever, even though I have my business and I can go get all the things discounted, I still try to patronize all stitch at times because when I didn't know any better for from a business owner standpoint, um that's where I went. Like all stitch has all the things. If you are in embroidery and you're looking for something, 9 times out of 10, all stitch has it when it comes to embroidery. And one of the things like that I loved that I got from them
Yeah,
was
I got that.
their
Hmm.
backing. It's all the things that tell you about all the different
Yep.
stabilizers.
They give you
And
all of them. Yep.
so
I got that. That book. I like that. I really like.
yes. And so one of my favorites right now is the cutaway. It's called Sheer Stitch Pro. Hey, Angie.
Hey, Kanaya.
Oh no, I didn't know she passed away. Um, so this here is the Sheer Stitch Pro. It looks like it has holes in it, and I brought a bigger sheet to, and I know it's really hard to see, but it looks like, oh, you can see it now. It looks like it's got holes in it. But this one here is one that is good, and it comes in different colors too. So you can have like a tan one, you can do a white one like this, but it's very, very good for those things that are thin. So it is a really good, it's a cutaway, but it's very good for things that are thin, like t-shirts and stuff like that. It helps with that puckering. It's not, this one is not it's not one that is fusible, but it is very good for sport type material, for sports material. Miss Linda, what's your favorite backing that you use the most of, you think?
I like the tearaway, Miss Shawn, but as if you're doing a shirt, don't tear. But
Hmm.
I like the tearaway. I
Hmm.
mean, to be honest with you, I mean, ain't no sugarcoating it.
Yeah. Well, and tearaway is good because it's easy, right? You just pull it off. You ain't got to cut it. You ain't got to do none of the other stuff. Now, this one here is a tan, and it's hard to see that it's tan, but it's sheer. And on the back of it, um, it's adhesive. So this one is a fusible, but this is really good for like white t-shirts and stuff like that to help you not see through it. And so you iron on the white t-shirt and then go from there. Um, but yeah, I like fusibles for that reason. That also helps with puckering, Miss Jennifer. Um, she said I get confused with firm tearaway and soft tearaway. Miss Ann, it's one of those things. It just really depends on the material, right? So I tend to lean towards most of my tearaways are 3.5 ounces, and so there are different weights. So your stabilizers have different weights, and so that's important too, and can cause some mistakes. They have it now, Miss Linda. They have this in easy tearaway too. So like they have that in the tearaway with the sports stuff. But a lot of times when you're
I didn't.
doing things, yes,
Yeah, I didn't
ma'am,
know. Is that in our sample packet they gave us?
it should be.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
They
It
gave us
should
that
be.
thick thing like you got. Yeah, and it has
Mhm.
all the stabilizer, everything in there.
It
Hmm.
does. It does. And it tells you what the weight is and all of that. So if you haven't gotten one, I think it's like $18 or $19 on their site on their website, where you can get the sample of all the different backings that they have. But I think backing is important, and that's one of them things that's like epic fail if you put on the wrong backing, which is why Miss Ann was mentioning that table, because it is so important to know what to use when and where, especially now. If you're going to make it for yourself and you plan to keep it, use whatever stabilizer works for you.
Hmm.
But if you're selling it to someone, it makes a difference, because you do not want your customers to come back to you and be like, girl, or not come back to you and you don't even know they had a whole problem after they washed it the first time and it was dead. Like the shirt's dead after the first wash, then that's a problem. So
Okay.
yeah. Miss Linda, have you ever used fast frames?
No, Miss Shawn, I got the donkeys, the donkey,
Oh, the
whatever.
Durkees.
Yeah, they gave me that as a gift when I bought my machine, and they still sitting over there looking at me, and I look at them, and they look at me, and I look at them. I can't stand them dang things. I can't. I tried to use one and show you to put the sticky stabilizer. Girl, bye. The sticky stabilizer still on it, and they all in the bag.
So you don't like it because of the sticky stabilizer?
I don't like it because okay, let's say you put the stabilizer on now. Okay, let's say
Mhm.
you put the stabilizer and you
Mhm.
put it up under there, and that as you say, trace, trace, trace. You know that you got plenty of room on both sides, and
Mhm.
then it miss and hit the then you say bad words. No, I ain't got
Okay.
time. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No,
So,
thank you.
one of the mistakes I see that people make is how they put it on. So, this is called a fast frame, and I apologize. This is for my 15 needle. So, this is for my 15 needle. I bought the wrong one up here, but this is what I grabbed because it was the cleanest. This one doesn't have. I had cleaned it. All the rest of them got paper, like Miss Linda was talking about. You're gonna have paper all around it because
No.
you use these to float something on it. So you see how this thing comes off. And one of the mistakes that I see people do is they put this part on wrong. And so a lot of times,
So what do you mean they put it on wrong? Isn't there only one way it can go?
no ma'am. So because of how it is, so it detaches.
Okay.
And so there's a little bitty lip on here So you see this little indentation right here?
Yes.
So sometimes people will flip it upside down and they'll have
Oh,
it where this has a bump. You see how this curves up?
okay, okay,
And so
okay, okay.
this way where the lip curves up is the wrong way. It should be flush. And so it should be flush where this part right here just sits flat so that when it's laying on your machine, it is
Miss Shawn, I
flat.
might have been using it wrong. I might have been mine got the same thing as yours, and I might have been using it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be so that's one of the other oops
Yeah,
mistakes people make.
yeah, it's a oop. It's a oop because yeah, I've been using because it got the same little lip indentation. Girl, bye. Mm-mm.
Yep. So it's supposed to be flush, and I've seen people have problems with it because they didn't know that it should have been flush to the thing versus so when it's on here, this part should be flat and closest to your machine, not the other way around. When it pops up from the machine, it's
Girl,
it's
I didn't
it's
know.
the wrong way. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
I didn't.
incorrect.
That's okay. Let's pray. I
Yep.
didn't know.
So that's one of those things when you're looking at and these are called fast frames. And the reason when do I use this? I use the fast frame like now to take a picture.
Oh
Yes.
God, girl,
Or,
stop.
or you
Stop.
use the fast frame when you're trying to float something. So say for instance, I was gonna float a huge towel. I can use this or like one of those gigantic yeah, it's a huge towel. Or if I'm working on a really big quilt or something that I'm gonna embroider on after I'm done. So you can float it in one of these. And then I also have my table on. So if I'm doing something that's that big, I'm gonna have my table on because guess what? If you put this on and you got something heavy, it's going to pull on your arms. You do not want your arms to be pulled like that. You should have your table underneath to catch that weight. Otherwise, it's going to pull on your arms and over time, it's going to wear your arms down and you'll be replacing those arms on your machine and you don't want to do that.
No, ma'am, Miss Ann. Thank you.
She says, by the time I get my multi needle, I'm going to know all the things. That's right, Miss Patricia. That is right. All right, so let's talk about these magnetic ones, Miss Linda. What you think?
Yes, girl. Yes.
So here's a common problem I see people store. You see how this is how mine goes on the wall. Look at that. This is the back. Look at
What
here.
you mean? I don't
You see,
store mine like that.
right. A lot of people store theirs like they
Mm-mm.
clamp it, but you should not.
That's the way
Accor-
mine go.
According to the instructions
Mm-mm.
on Mighty Hoop, they said you should store them like this.
Maggie didn't say that.
You know, Maggie might be give Maggie the side eye. We're gonna look at her out the corner of our eye. She didn't give all the instructions.
Girl.
But according to Mighty Hoop, we should be storing our hoops with this magnet on top of this one, like that. But here's the biggest thing that I want to show you. So when we're putting these on and we're doing this and you are putting this on your machine, this part right here should always be facing you when you load your machine. If it is
Hmm.
facing the machine, you're going to tear up your machine. Epic
I told
fail.
somebody
Don't do
that
it.
the other day in the chat. I told somebody else that that lip should always be pointing outside to you.
To
Is
you.
where it's supposed to
This
be.
should always go to
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Always come to you. Otherwise, epic fail. Now, let me tell you something about these magnets. If you, for some reason, you have a pacemaker or someone's coming to your house that has a pacemaker or something like that, something in their body where they cannot be around magnets, make sure they do not or you work with these things because it can stop the pacemaker. These suckers are strong. And if you have a thing like I do downstairs, you create a magnetic field down there. I got a whole magnetic field with a number of things I have. So you got to be careful with these and make sure that no one is getting close to them that probably shouldn't. But I wanted to make sure you knew this little lip should always be facing you because if it doesn't, when it faces the machine and that machine slides backwards, it's going to go, it's going to make some weird sounds and you're going to have a problem. Yes, ma'am, Miss Jennifer. You have to double check because what you don't want is it running into the back of your machine and causing a problem. Because that's the thing, it can happen. So you got to be careful with that. And
Hey,
these
Michelle.
these
Hmm.
are used on multi needles. So they do have some magnetic ones for the single needles too, but definitely be careful. Oh, I have a plastic plate to store mine. That's really cool. Yes. And so, look, when you're trying to open it, because they are strong, you pull it by the lip as well. But this is a common mistake some people make when they first get in their machines because they don't realize that this lip should be to you when you're loading it. What else can you
Yeah.
think of, Miss Linda, that's been a mistake that you've seen people make?
Putting their hand in the way of that machine.
Girl, no. They be putting their fingers in there.
Yeah.
Mm, fat tab towards the fat belly.
You're right.
All right, Miss Chris.
You're right. You're right. You're right, Miss Chris. You're right.
Ah, yes. You are so right, Miss Linda. Look, let me tell y'all something. If you have to get a chopstick, uh, something other than your finger when you're holding it down before it starts, I use a couple things. I have stilettos. I like my stiletto. I have used the chopstick when I didn't have a stiletto. And let me show y'all what my stiletto looks like. I got a couple of them. I might have left them over there because I actually created the next Quilting 101 video and I used that stiletto in it. So it might be over there from where I created the video. Um, but you can use anything. Like this is good to use, one of these little presser thingies. I mean, anything other than your fingers. Like
I
don't do
use
that.
chopstick. Hmm.
A chopstick is really good. Like, get you a wooden chopstick.
Yep.
Whew. Yes, yes, your fingers get caught up in it. It is a problem.
Look at Miss Chris.
She said a silicone spatula from the Dollar Tree. I mean, whatever works. Like,
Yep.
$1.25 tree, $1.75 tree, whatever it's called now. Yes. Just don't put your fingers in there because that's a really bad thing. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. So you got to be careful. Definitely. All right. So no hands, no hands. Take your hands out the sewing field because here's what happens. You could be talking to somebody. Hey, don't do that. Blah blah blah. You're about to hit the button. You got your hand over here holding down what you think is the extra topper stabilizer, if you will, because that's probably the most common thing. People are holding down a topper or something like that, and then all of a sudden you didn't hit the button. Darn, darn, yeah, yep, you got a problem. 911 call emergency.
Yep.
What else, Miss Linda? What else you think?
Oh wow. Child, we'll be here all week, child. It's a lot.
It
That was the first
is.
lesson I learned. The machine bites.
It
Yes, Lady
does.
Bear.
It really does, Miss Stacy. You got to be careful because those machines, they do not play.
Hmm. Putting metal in there is not a good decision either. What, Miss Chris?
Well, I guess if you are using a magnetic hoop and you are trying to use something that has a metal piece to it, it might stick to the hoop. So being
Mm-hmm.
careful with that. So, that's why rubber or wood works better, especially if you have magnetic hoops. So it's one of those things to be careful with. I finally got some
Yep.
chopsticks.
I got them out from the
Yay.
Dollar Tree. I got them from the Dollar Tree and wrapped them. I got two put together and wrapped them in some tape. So let it fight the needle. I ain't fighting the needle.
You know what, Lady Bear? I like scissors too. And today I bought a new pair.
Oh,
I won some
Jesus.
thread. I won thread today at the long arm thing. That was cool. You know what? It's downstairs. I left it downstairs.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I like scissors too, Lady Bear. Can't have enough of those. for sure. The other thing I think is something that people don't think about when they are starting new with embroidery is, your fabric. Well, Miss Linda said that first. That was like one of her first things. Fabric is very important. My needle broke and the needle flew and hit my
What?
hand. Have
Had
to
to have
have
surgery.
surgery to get it taken out. Ouch.
Wow.
Wow.
What did
That's
it hit?
Yeah, it had to hit something.
Yeah.
Did you figure out what was wrong? What? Yeah, it sounds like the bobbin case or something. Ooh,
Wow. I'm sorry about that.
yes. That's bad.
Oh, and just think about it, and that's something else too. Kanaya, baby, listen. For some of us that got 8 eyes, 4 eyes, 8 eyes, whatever, you just think about it. If that would have fell off and went in your eye,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to be careful. Oh my God. She said the needle down got stuck. Oh. Oof.
My God.
Yeah, that's all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be careful. That's the other thing. Like, sewing is one of those things, sewing and embroidery is one of those things like you literally have to look, 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 look. But something like that where the needle down gets stuck, it's just like, what in the world? Like, yeah, I would be wanting to talk to the manufacturer of that machine to let them know what happened because it could be a manufacturer's defect.
Mhm.
So I would definitely, Kanaya, wherever you got the machine, I would let them know or even send an email to the brand and let them know what happened. Because if that is a defect in that machine, it could be a really bad thing for others. So, that's how recalls happen. Somebody got hurt, something bad happened, someone let the manufacturer know, and now you have a fix and all that kind of stuff. Welcome in, Miss Eve. So yes, so welcome in, Miss Terry, Miss Nikki, Miss Renee. So that is one of those things that is very important to make sure that you let the manufacturer know what happened because one, they need to know because who knows, this could be an ongoing thing where maybe one person reported. So many times people just don't report it.
But sometimes they don't want to hear it because they think you had your hand in there when it wasn't your hand. You
Yeah,
know, and I'm quite sure you could tell if that was a needle pressed down or a needle thrown. You know what I
right,
mean? But
right, exactly, exactly. So
can you tell me the proper way to use the needle threader on a brother single needle? The needle threader?
mm-hmm.
Oh, honey, I just push that thing and and it's
The button, you have a button on yours, right, for threading?
yeah, mine has the thing on it and it goes grab the thread and right through the needle and just go about its business.
Yeah, so Miss Vera, it depends. I think it depends on the machine you have. So like for mine as well, as long as I have it threaded through and down in the right spot, I press the button and it pulls it through.
Hmm.
So maybe we may be able to get on Zoom or something and take a look and help you thread it. But yeah, because it should be unless it's something where you actually have to do something different, but it should be pretty easy with the press of a button. Is what happens with mine. And Miss Linda got 5 of them over there, so I think all of hers probably has.
I actually really just came from my brother's brother's dealer and I replaced all of mine except the multi needle. Actually, she's in there, but I don't have her hooked up.
Mhm.
But I replaced all my needle threaders, and it was so
Mhm.
easy.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So I think the one thing to know about it is mistakes happen, things happen, especially when you're trying to embroider for the first time and you're trying to learn, even when you've been embroidering a long time. Like
Mhm.
Things happen. And so it's just making sure you know. Now, I will say this. One of the things that I think that people don't realize, you have to change those needles. Like going to the needle just dies. Like if you'd have been embroidering like 50,000 little projects and you've been over there embroidering your heart out, everything's coming out pretty. Now everything starts looking bad. Change that needle. That's normally the starting point of everything's looking bad. Change the needle. When's the last time you changed the needle? And people think, well, I bought 10 needles. 10 needles is nothing. I buy my needles
Yeah.
by the thousands because now granted, I do run a business and on any given week, I'm probably rolling out 60 to 300 somethings out of my embroidery machine. So yep, I change my needles with every job, every major job. So like it's time so this morning I normally would have changed needles, but I was up watching Shay Shay. And so I didn't change my needles. But I will be changing my needles tomorrow because I'm getting ready to start a new big job. So all my needles will get wiped out, thrown away, and changed. And so it is very important that you do that. And the reason why I do it is because if I'm sending out a $50 polo shirt, I don't want your polo shirt to have any problems. So a needle can cause you more problems than you want to see on some beautiful embroidery. So I'm just saying, needles
Hmm.
are important. Yes, ma'am, Miss Ann. Any machine, change the needle. You are so right. Even our sewing machines, it's important to change that needle. And I definitely changed. Like I changed it on my long arm. When did I changed it on my long arm when we were on live that day. Um, but yes, it is very important to change your needle. Trying to think. Like Miss Linda said, we could be here all day because there's so many different things that you can do. That makes a difference. It really makes a difference. I've been playing. I had Miss Linda. I have. So I've been playing with a new camera. Um, and some days you try to go. I tried um to go get better with
And
ma'am.
DB said end oil. Make sure you oil
Yes.
your machine before each use.
Yeah,
No,
now
ma'am.
that's very true for your multi needles. Now, for your single needles, check your manual. Check your manual because I'm gonna tell you this. Over oiling a machine that doesn't need oiling can also cause a problem.
Hmm.
So make sure you've looked at your manual, especially on a single needle, because like my single needles, I've never oiled. Like I haven't oiled them at all because that wasn't a thing. Brother didn't say I need to do it. My dealer said don't do it, and I haven't done it. Like I'm changing it. I make sure that there's no dust in the bobbin case. And by the way, make sure that when you're changing your bobbin, clean all that fuzz out of there. Clean all that stuff out of there. She says and Miss Lady Bear says in my manual it says not to. Exactly. So you need to make sure that in your manual, if it says don't do it because you have to do it. Now, on this machine behind me, I have to oil it. On my embroidery machines, I have to oil them because hold on. My multi needle embroidery machines. We have to oil in the bobbin case on my 15 needle. In it tells me I have to oil the bobbin case, I have to oil the shaft, it's a lot of stuff in that on that 15 needle that I gotta oil. And then it's different times of the week. So if I use it over 4 hours, I gotta oil it at a certain point. If I use it over 8 hours, I gotta oil it in a certain point. So
Oh,
what's that?
DB.
Confession, Miss Sean, I don't oil either.
Oh boy.
As long as look, DB, look, as long as you don't have a multi needle. If you have a multi needle now, you probably should be oiling at least inside of your bobbin case. So you got to be careful with that. And then like on this Juki, this is my straight machine. I have places on here like today I need to oil. I need to oil up top. There's like, and it's marked. It's marked where I need to oil it, and I have to oil some places down there. And also every time I have to oil inside my bobbin case. So it says whenever you have to change the bobbin or your bobbin. So make sure you know what your manual says because that is so important. Yep, yep. Yeah, mom, knowledge is power. So you just have to do it. Like, look, that's one of those things what you don't want is if you're starting your new business and all of a sudden your machine is down and you can't do anything. That's problem. That's a problem. So you want to make sure that you can get all your things done. All right, all right. What else? What else? What else? What else we got for the people, Miss Linda? You want to show now that we got so many people? I
Um,
hope y'all have hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because by next Sunday you will be able to comment in the comments if you sitting in the bushes and you can't subscribe because I turned the subscription thing on because I need y'all to subscribe to us because we're here every Sunday dropping some knowledge, having some fun. And Miss Linda gonna show y'all her quilt that she did that is super cute. If you didn't see it before, she finished it and it looks amazing. You want to show the people in the back that just came in your beautiful quilts because that thing is gorgeous.
here we go.
I just love it. I love the colors. Like that baby is gonna have so much fun just playing with the owl. I just sit there and look at the owl all day. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Look at the mushroom. It is just too cute. The little heart in the corner. Look at that binding, girl. You did that binding, girl. That's so cute.
You know what, Miss Ann? I'm seeing different numbers too. She says only 3 likes. Come on, everyone. Yeah, but okay, so it just went from 26 to 30.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
all in the hoop. Yes, ma'am. Except the binding. But it's all in the hoop. All is in the hoop. All of it.
Yep.
Except the binding. I need a binding class too, Miss Ann, Miss Sean,
Okay.
Miss
We'll have to
Christine.
do a binding class for sure.
Yeah.
Why is
But
it good to use a thread? Oh, let me tell you. So, spilling the diversity, that is a great question. So, let me show y'all something. So, when you use there are different things. And hold on, let me go. I'm gonna
I
pull
got
in another. I'm gonna pull
okay,
another
go ahead.
camera because I'm gonna
Go ahead.
go. So where is? Let me show y'all something because like it is very important to use. And I apologize. So you see how these threads are sitting up right here.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, I have this. So when the thread comes off the spool, the thread normally is it's a part of the tension. So the way the thread is coming off the spool is very important. In this case, I have to have it up this high, but that thread pulls off around and around and around. So it comes around, around, around. Now, there are some threads, like on my brother machine, that thread lays like this. Now, if you think about it, it also pulls around and around and around like that, but it can also pull straight up. So the importance of the thread holder is to ensure that you get the proper tension for that thread. So it makes a big difference. And then, like on my bigger spools of thread, hold on. It's how it comes off the spool of thread. It is literally how it comes off.
So
And
you're so
so
you're so you're saying that we should have uh uh so we
your
should
thread
we,
holder.
we
Remember when you went and added your thread holder and your thread stopped you stopped having breaks and all that when you added your thread holder?
yeah, but that thread holder from brother is a card note, girl.
I know.
Jesus.
But
That's
you
a
got
card
it
note.
though. But you got it.
Yeah, I got it, but it was a card note, child. Hmm.
Yes. So, yes. So what happens is
Yes.
the
Well, I
thread
made one.
she
I
did. You want
also
to show them? Do you have it?
I
Is it
also
connected?
I don't know where it's at, but I also yes, actually I do have it. I designed one.
She
Yes.
did, y'all, and she designed it. and cut it and made it with her laser. So that's hers. That's Miss Linda's
Yes,
design right there. Old
yes.
Crafting Cousins.
Yes, I had that. I had that design, but I also bought the brother one, and I really love it because it has the little small rubber bands on it to keep your thread running smoothly. Oh my God, smooth and everything. So yeah.
So the biggest thing is it helps with tension. So
Mhm.
this is why all of our machines have the thread holders on them. Um, it's literally, and so like even on my embroidery machine, it actually came with an extension to take my lid off and put some spools up on top of the lid. Like I could swap off my lid. Um, she said, "Do you sell those, Miss Linda?"
I haven't, but I just designed it, and I was gonna go back in, and I want to put some weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
So um, that's the thing I was working on, the weight.
Yep.
I'll let you know, Miss Ann.
So yeah, it does make a difference when you have it. Like all of our machines, like even behind here, you can't see it, but let me make sure. So honey is under my feet because we're having a little storm right
Miss
now.
Shawn and Miss
Yes, ma'am.
Miss. I mean, your best friend wants to go out, so y'all excuse me.
Okay.
Come on.
So one of the things that and I'll show you guys. I think I can zoom in over there. So one of the things on this industrial machine over here, you see how that tower is over there? Oops, let's go up. That's my thread tower. So you'll see right here, this is all tension. So literally my thread is coming right here and coming all the way down, but it's coming over in the thread bar first. And my thread is literally sitting that far from the machine over there. She said thread is wound two ways in the factory, straight and cross. Straight should come off horizontally, no issues, while cross should stand vertically. Yes. But yes, that and it's all to help with the tension. So that is one of those things where it makes a difference. Now, my industrial back there, has like it's all metal, so that's why you see my scissors stuck to it. Yep, Miss Spillin, she says, "Yep, I had so much better stitches and less thread breaks when I purchased a better quality thread." Yes, ma'am. It makes a difference. It makes a big difference. And you'll see that too when you're quilting as well. So again, tomorrow in my Quilting 101 part 2, I talk about all of that with you so that way you get a better understanding of why we need certain things. Um, but for embroidery, for sure, definitely a big thing. So yes, that was a good question.
I love my thread holder from Brothers. I
Mhm.
think it holds 10 or 20, but I love it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a really big difference. Now, have you guys now one of the things it's so funny. So I think I know Miss Chrissy, Miss Linda knows this, but one of the things that I'm known for in like the embroidery world and all that kind of stuff is me and fine small letter embroidery, like
Mhm.
teeny tiny. So like Miss Lisa Shaw will tell you about my embroidery in her classes. Like if you go to her class, she talks about my
Right.
embroidery and the
You putting
fine
the oven on?
stitching.
Yes. What
And
is all this stuff
so
on?
you see
Okay,
something
hurry up and
like
wash your
this
face.
where it's
And put some
pretty
aluminum foil in that
thin, and
pan
I
so you
actually do it
can cut.
smaller than this sometimes on depends on the garment. But you can get really fine stitching. But the biggest thing is it's all because of the stabilizer. It is literally the stabilizer. Yes, it does matter. The font, it has to be a single thin line font to get it so small, but you got to have the right stabilizer back there in order to do it. Stabilizer matters. Miss Chris said, "Yep, I always use a thread stand, regardless of straight or cross wound." And the needle. You are right. You are right. You are right, Angie. So that needle makes a difference. Now, for me, most of the time, especially in embroidery, I'm using the 7511. It is, mm, I'm trying to think when I have changed it. Even with my Cartwright jackets, I still use a 7511. I just use, well, I'm lying. So it depends on the point. I may change it from a ball point to a sharp needle, but yeah, so it could be 7511 ballpoint or 7511 something else because like there's a lot of different, you got different types of 7511s that you can use as well. But yes, the needle does matter too. Needles matter. Needles lives matter too. Oh boy. Okay. Well, look, I tell you what. So I have started on my little wallet. What I'm gonna do is when I finish it here in a little bit, I'm going to post it because it's gonna be gray and black. I'll
Okay.
post it in the group, and then I also have a girl one in the mix too. I already got it cut out. It's gonna what's Shay Shay at? It's gonna be pink and black.
Oh, Shay can't see that.
I know. But this is all that beautiful Italian leather from Miss Chris over at Simply Classics. Let me tell y'all. Oh my God. I will take a picture and post it in the group because that hurt. That scrap thing was not scraps for that little bit amount. Like
Yeah.
it's probably sold out, but I'm just telling you, it was amazing. For 2 pounds of leather. And by the way, we could do a lot with our scraps. A
Yeah.
lot. We go, you know what? Maybe next Sunday, Miss Linda, we could bring a scrap thing. We could bring a scrap thing. So here's what one. So last time I looked at Facebook for Christmas in July, everybody wanted to make a table runner. So I have I have the software. I will be putting together a really cool table runner. So here's the things that you can start looking for because this is May, Christmas in July. So we're gonna do this in July, one Sunday in July. And so well, maybe not a Sunday. So I'll ping everybody in the chat and we'll vote on what's a good day because what we'll want to do is maybe have a couple of check-ins, sew together, all that kind of stuff, questions people can ask. We'll get online, not live, online together and sew. Um, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But I will definitely be putting together a pattern and all that kind of stuff that we can make. It'll be something really user agnostic. So whether you are a seasoned quilter, beginning quilter, everybody should be able to do it. And I'm gonna make sure that it is not a whole lot of cutting in case you are not such a good cutter. But we can also get online and just cut it all together. And then after we cut, then we can sew.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a two-part thing. So we'll talk about that in the Facebook group so that you all can decide what it is you want to do. If you want to do something like that, we can definitely do that. But yes, we're gonna make us a table throw, and for the things that you need, it'll be minimal, and all the things that you're gonna need is gonna be in tomorrow's video. So I'm doing a video. I will be in it's a premiere video for tomorrow, Quilting 101, lesson number 2, and all those things. So by the time we get to Christmas in July, you will be ready. You will be ready. Tomorrow, I think it's at 5 o'clock. I don't remember. I put a thumbnail out there. It's already posted. Um, but yes, I think it's at 5 tomorrow Central Time. I can't remember. I really can't. Maybe it's 6. I don't remember. I really don't. But we will it's not long. It's like a I don't know, 20-25 minute video. Hey guys, I do have one ask. I am getting so close. It's at 6. Thank you, Miss Patricia. 6 o'clock Central tomorrow is the premiere for that. Um, hmm. So, Miss DB, let me tell you, I will also show how you can cut it off to make the placemat. because the plan is to also have some applique in there. And so it's gonna be a really cool thing. So you'll be able to incorporate some different techniques into your table runner. Okay. I think you're gonna love it. So, and I have it all in my head. I've been thinking about it. And the good thing is it's Christmas in July. So if you have fabrics already, just use what you got. We could be in our use what we got season and era. Because I know me and Miss Linda got 1,000 different Christmas things. Mine might look like the Grinch by the time it's done because I got a whole bunch of Grinch fabric over here for Christmas. Guess what? Might be green and Grinch looking
But
because I got a
I
lot
want
of
to
it.
do another countdown to Christmas, whatever. I want to do another one of
Ooh,
them.
so an advent calendar.
Hmm.
Yes.
I
I'm
want to
with
do
you on
another
that.
one of them.
Yes, I'm with you on that. All right. Anything else, Miss Linda, we got for the oops and
We're
mistakes
good.
that people make? Oh, let
We're
me show
good.
y'all. So let me show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Here's something that you don't want to beat yourself up about either. And I'm gonna fix this because this is a donation top right here. I gotta give this back. I'm sorry, honey. Move back. I can't pick you up yet because I knew I was gonna touch this. So I wanted to show y'all
Oh,
this. So this is one of my. This is a quilt that's gonna go to. I forgot the name of the group, but I'm gonna show y'all. Here's a oops. Do you see the oops in this? Let me.
your some of your flamingos is upside down. Well,
Yep, that's it. That's
oh,
the
okay.
problem. They is going the wrong way.
Well, the you got three. Okay, there's two rows. Yeah, you got two rows that you got to stand up.
Well, it's three.
Shouldn't be a
Even this
problem.
bottom one, the bottom one going the wrong way too.
Okay.
So they go. I'm gonna figure out which one's the least. It might be one, two. I think it's three and three, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it may be that I take this bottom one. I don't know. It's got to come apart because they're going the wrong way. So yeah, it's going the wrong way. I lost you, Miss Linda. You on mute.
Just go down there to the bottom and just flip. I mean, not flip it. Go to the
Yeah. So
bottom
so
and just
so
cut it off. Shoot.
yeah. So this one I'm gonna take off right here, and I'll flip it, and then I think so. Literally, I just need to take out the section. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take, and it's because I was talking when I was sewing it. I know what it was. I'm gonna take this right here and flip it the other way. And then I'm going to take this one right here and just flip it. So I'm going to take them loose. And when I take them apart, I will show you how to use your seam ripper because this is a seam ripper moment. And being able to use the seam ripper is important. And knowing what these different pieces are on the seam ripper is so important. And I talk about those tomorrow too in the live in the video. So I have to take this apart, but it's such a cute thing. I'm sorry, honey.
It's cute the way it is to me.
It's gonna be really cute when I'm done. But
That's
this is the
nice.
top, and it's gonna go to one of the hospitals. So I want. Is it called Linus's Blankets? Linus is something, but
Mhm.
it's a thing. It's a nonprofit. Um, it's a nonprofit that gives to kids in the hospitals. So they give you everything you need. Like they gave me all of this. So they gave me all the fabric. They gave me the binding. The only thing they did not give me is the batting and the backing. And so that's fine. I'll donate the batting and the backing and my time. And this is 100% a donation.
All right.
So this one we will get done and squared up and all that good stuff, and it'll be a donation. But it's again one of those small things. You don't beat yourself up about it. You just fix it. It's easy. It's not hard to do.
Yeah.
And then it's good. Everything is fixable. Thank you, Miss Ann. It is. It really is. Um, Miss Renee says like one panel and mirror and one. Oh, that's true. It could look like a mirroring panel. That's a good idea.
Mhm.
That's really a good idea. I didn't think about that. Come on. Now you can get up here. Honey
No.
wants to say hello.
Hello, honey girl.
Say hey, y'all.
Hey,
Say hey,
girl.
grandmother. Say hey, grandmother. Say it's storming over here and I don't like the thunder. Say I do not
Yeah.
like the thunder. Yes.
Send some of that rain this way because we sure need it. It's hot.
Oh, is it? Well, you
Yes.
know. All right, guys. So, Miss Linda, anything else you got for the people?
No, ma'am. Thank y'all
I'm
very
gonna
much.
I'm gonna show my. Oh, she's just a trembling. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna show my little pocketbook one more time. Hold on.
Okay, girl.
Hold on. I just touched her. Let me because I don't know if my client is allergic to dogs. Even though she hyperallergenic, I don't wanna um and guys, look, this is something I keep in my thing because if I'm touching honey or something like that, I want to make sure that I'm not getting anybody sick or anything if they're allergic to
You.
animals.
Yeah.
But
That's
this
nice.
is the bag. And I
That's
look,
it.
I'm just super proud of the gusset and all that kind of stuff. Like it's so cute.
Came
And
out nice.
then um I have it stuffed with paper right now. So but it's stuffed with paper and it's got slip pockets on both sides and I have the rivets and the tooling and all that stuff on the bag itself. Um but I like it and I also created my own little metal bag tags with my other laser. And so that's it. That's the bag. And
Melody says she's in Plano, Texas. The thunder and lightning is bad.
oh
And
hey Melody.
she right around the corner from you.
She is. She is. It is bad. Um it is. And so this is the one that's en route to the machine. It's sitting up there next. It's got all the clips on it. But the inside of it, so this is a what do they call it? It's a double-sided finish calf leather, but it has this burgundy on the inside here.
Yeah, Kentucky
But
just
yeah. And so
Kentucky
I
just
was
like that.
thinking about so I cut it out. I'm gonna just show y'all. I was thinking about putting a little bitty pocket right there, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
that'd
think
be
I might
nice.
put it on the inside.
Yeah,
Cause
but that'd be nice. Yeah.
like a little card pocket, maybe on the inside,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
something like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be nice. On the
But this is
inside.
the on the inside, yeah, that's what
On
I
the
think
inside
too.
part. On the inside part. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. But the only thing is because of how this leather is, you're gonna see the stitching right here. But you
Mm.
know what? I could glue it. Never mind. I could glue it. Yeah, I'll use some cement glue and it won't go nowhere. Yep.
Purple
I
on.
know. Isn't it different? And
Ain't that
see,
cute?
the next one I want to make like this so that it's inside out. And then I'm gonna make a huge one. I got all kinds of plans for this leather. I got some and it was they cleaning out their warehouse. So they're cleaning out their warehouse and so that pattern, Shamika, I got it from Tandy and all of their patterns are paper patterns. So but I got it
Mm.
from Tandy Leather. And the one thing that I like about the one thing I like about that one is, oh my God, yes, feeling the diversity, a key tassel, a matching tassel would be cute. Yes.
Miss Mary say, "Can I get one trimmed in green?" Oh my goodness.
I don't know about that.
Oh my goodness. Green.
Miss Eve said the blanket is nice, the bag is super cute. Um, do a top stitch and then glue it in. Well, but you're gonna see on the other side. So I may just rivet it, which will make it cute too. So I may use a rivet. And I look, I'm in my riveting era. So I got all my beautiful rivets. I ain't gonna lean it too far because I don't want it to fall or nothing. But I got all the beautiful rivets. Like I have rose gold ones. I got silver, black. I mean, beautiful rivets. Like my rivets. I can't wait. So yes, yes, yes. Maybe one day we'll do a storage, how we store and stuff, Miss Linda. We could talk about that.
Just throw it in the corner. But okay.
She said, just throw it in the corner.
Yeah.
She said, just top stitch the patch. Don't stitch on the bag. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all learned something. I'm so glad you were able to join us on Sunday Funday. I know Miss E from the Baby's Booty is up next at 8 o'clock Central. This has been fun, Miss Linda. Thank you so much for
Yes,
joining
it has.
me.
Thank you for asking. Thank you.
And I will be posting the little wallet, the gift
Yes.
card wallet inside of the group. So make sure you do that. Shamika says, I have a multi pack like that from Amazon.
Okay.
Just trying to
Thank you.
get this bag thing making down. Okay, all right, Shamika. I love it. Look, I absolutely love it. I've been making quite a few bags and I have quite a few to make. And I I really have like a lot of other things. So we'll probably be going live. We're getting ready to start working with Shay Shay on her spring showers quilt. So that's gonna be fun. Like we got a lot of stuff to do, but that's what it's gonna look like when it's done. Lots of applique, guys. Lots of
Yeah,
applique. So we're gonna
I'm
be
gonna knock
working
that
on that
thing out.
quilt. Hmm.
I'm gonna knock that thing out.
I know, I know. So let me tell y'all, look, we're in our organizing phase. So when you start, okay, okay. If I haven't said anything else, in embroidery, in sewing, and in quilting, it is so important to read the pattern.
Oh
Because
God.
let me tell you, Miss Linda, no, Miss Linda, no, Miss Linda, no. Look, let me tell y'all, what happens is mistakes happen when you don't. Like literally, it is so important to do that. It is so. You
Okay.
know what, Shamika? Don't be nervous. Do not be nervous. You know what? Look, Miss Connie, vinyl is amazing. So, you mean like the fabric kit? So I think they still have the fabric kit, Miss Vera. Well, I don't know about the fabric kit, but I know that there are more of these things. So I got mine from one quilt store in Michigan, and so I would just go to Google and Google it. It's called Spring Showers, and it's by Kimberbell.
And a lot of people are
So,
sold out already.
ma'am,
Y'all, a lot of
what you?
people are already sold out.
Oh, are they?
Yes, they are sold out. Kimber Bell been sold out.
Well, and
There's
you know
some,
what? It's because it's an older pattern.
yeah,
It's an
but
older pattern. It really is.
yeah,
Um. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Jenny. But I will Google it and see if there's any more. So there may be more. There's also an embellishment kit that comes with it. Um. Ooh. So Shamika says she found her fabric kit on Bee's Quilt Shop. So there may be some, and you may want to check some of the quilt shops that are near you that may not have everything online. Like call them and just ask them if they have it available. So it's going to be one of those things. So this one has a lot of different techniques in it. There's going to be applique in it. There's going to be a lot of different things that you can actually use. And so one of the biggest things I would say is on something that has so many pieces, organization is the biggest thing. And it's doing them like by the rows, if you will. So like
mhm, mhm.
understanding what goes in which row is going to be very important. And so for my organization, let me show y'all what I'm going to use. Where'd it go? I'm gonna tell y'all I misplaced everything today because I was getting ready. I was just working on embroidery. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Oh, here it is. So I got me one of these folders, but I also have my what do they call the bags, the Ziploc bags. And so this holds 26 different things and it becomes a big box. And so by the time I have everything cut out and ready, it'll all fit in here. And so then this will be that one quilt because of the different pieces and applique parts and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I need something like this so that I'll have row 1, the first bag, the second bag, then row 2, row 3, row 4, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll all go in here. But I do have my Ziplocs that I'm gonna sit in each one. So it is very, very important to make sure that when you're working on a quilt like that, that you're organized, because otherwise you'll have pieces everywhere and you may not know what they go to. So I got that, Shamika. I got it on Amazon for like $6. Um, and so it wasn't expensive, and I'm gonna use my Ziploc bags. But according to this, we got, with the pictures, we got 4 rows, and so you're gonna need a total of 29 things. And so then I'll just be labeling everything to get it right based on what it's saying in the book. And so that's gonna be important. And so organization, organization, organization. But yes, 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 yes. Bags and the accordion folder. Yes, ma'am, Miss Evelyn. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
use.
sandwich bags. Yep, a lot of
The
sandwich
sandwich
bags.
bags,
Mm-hmm.
because you can put all your fabrics and all that stuff in them. Or if you have project bags, like I do have some of those small project bags, or if you use the different organized trays and things like that, that helps too. So and then for our Christmas in July, it's going to be super easy because we will have the one piece, and then I will have all the SVGs that you'll need, because you'll be able to use whatever cutter you have, because SVG, remember, you can use it with your Cricut, you can use it with your anything you might have, or you can just print it, cut it out and trace it. It's not going to be hard shapes. I'm not going to do that. It's going to be something easy but cute that you can put inside your Christmas in July.
Cool.
Yes, I got it all up here. Now I got to get it on the software so that I can make the pattern. Anything else, Miss Linda? Because I know she over there working. She getting her organization together.
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to do that, but no, ma'am, nothing else. I appreciate you all for coming. Thank you.
Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, there will be Quilting 101.
Mhm.
I think that's it. I think that's it. Well, you guys have a wonderful week. Again, Miss
Thank
Linda,
you.
thank you so much for joining me. We appreciate
Thanks
you
for
all for being here.
thanks
And
for
you
having me.
guys have
Mhm.
a great rest of the day. And for those of you who are in these storms, stay safe. And we will talk to you next Sunday.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Miss Joy.
Hey, Mr.
Sunday fun day, oh so bright, stitching dreams in morning light, sewing fabric all day long. Thank you, watch us sing along. Great times here under the sun, threads and needles having fun. Live or replay doesn't fade. Appreciate this bond we've made. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Join us, part of this grand band. Patchwork quilts and memories, crafting moments with such ease. Week ahead, let's keep the glow. All together, let love show. From every corner, near and far, join our circle, be a star. Grateful hearts and threaded ties, in our hands the future lies. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Join us, part of this grand band. Patchwork quilts and memories, crafting moments with such ease. We got
ahead, let's keep the glow. All together, let love show. From every corner, near and far, join our circle, be a star. Grateful hearts and threaded ties, in our hands the future lies. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches, hand in